11 through 15. And we see evidence of the deep concern Jesus had for the widows and the suffering.
Yes.
And the involvement of John, who we reads here, and it came to pass the day after that he went into the city called Nain, and many of the disciples were with him, and much people. When he came nigh to the gate of the city, behold, there was a dead man carried out. The only son of his mother. And as the body was carried out, the only son of his mother, and she was a widow. And much people of the city was with her. And when the Lord saw her, he had compassion on her. And said unto her, weep not. Now when you look at this passage of scripture, what do we have here? We have the funeral procession. We have the casket. And we have the mother. The dead son, the only son of a widow, laying there dead, and as his mother carried him to the graveyard. But Jesus here goes straight to the widow. Now he could have passed by the casket and said, get up. That would have been bad. But he had some work to do because of his benevolence, because of his caring heart, because of his love he had for the widow and the suffering. He said, mother, please, don't cry. All right. And he went on to take care of that bit. John learned a powerful message over at the gates of Nain. He learned a powerful lesson. But the classroom had not been closed yet. You see, John was with Jesus when he came down the mountainside, and there came a man with leprosy, approached Jesus, and he said to Jesus, if you will, would you heal me? And Jesus told the leper, he said, I can. And as John and the disciples stood there, he touched that leper. He was healed. John was with him. John was with him. He was with Jesus when a Roman soldier approached him. And the Roman soldier came to Jesus and said, my servant master is sick with a palsy as he is dying. Grievely vexed and in deep pain. And Jesus said to the centurion, he said, why don't I just go to your house? Because of the faith he had in Jesus, and because of he had heard about the power that exists in this man, he said, you don't have to come to my house. You don't have to go to my house. I believe that all you have to do is say a word. And my servant will be healed. John was with him. John was with him. He was with Jesus when he entered Peter's house. And he and the other brother came with Peter, and they entered the house, and out there lay Peter's mother-in-law. Laid up dying with a fever. So what did Jesus do? Because of who he is, and because he came not to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved, he touched her. He touched Peter's mother, and she got up serving the Most High God. She got up with a new attitude. He touched her. She got up believing. He touched her. She got up serving, and he touched her. And the fever went away. Faithful John, I want you to take care of Mama. Take care of Mama. Take care of Mama. For Jesus is saying from the time on the cross, battered and bruised, near death, about to give up. As they stood and they looked at Jesus. And they stood and looked at, I believe that they were probably speechless. They could not believe what they were seeing. They could not believe what was happening here. Mary, here we have a mother. I'm sure she said under breath, don't do that to my child. Right? Don't do that to my child. Please have mercy. And as Mary looked at the cross, and Mary saw her son Jesus, the one that was wrapped in swaddling clothes and laid in a manger. As she looked at Jesus, the one that they had to hustle out of Bethlehem to fill his life, and she looked at Jesus, all she could see was a barefoot boy with cheeks of tan, running through the high field, chasing frogs and butterflies. As she looked at her boy, all she could do was remember a kind and loving child. Oh, help me, Jesus. You mothers know what I'm talking about. As she looked at her child hanging there, all she could do was remember telling him, there's danger in playing with that paws and snake.
That's right.
Oh, she's talking to a little boy. I got to give him instructions. He's left with me. This is my responsibility.
Yeah.
I can remember. I remember what you said when Jesus turned up missing. Jesus turned up missing. Boys turn up missing all the time. You got to go find him or send somebody. And it happened with me. We just came to Grand Rapids, Michigan. We just came to Grand Rapids. The same day. Bro, how was that? We just come to Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I had 4 sisters and 3 brothers. A grandmama, mama, and a dad. I didn't need nobody else. And since I was the baby, I get out the car and here come the sisters. Oh, bless his heart. Can I go? I'm 3 years old. They want to hold me. Kiss me. So I turn up missing. I didn't want to be bothered with that. These were new surroundings. I didn't know these folk. So I turned up missing. I just walked up in the house, went up in a little crawl space, and there was a box of clothes they brought in. So I climbed in and I went to sleep. All right. And I must